Hey there, my awesome crew. Welcome to Idioms Insight, the podcast where we turn English into your secret superpower for sounding natural and confident. I'm Jais, your hype buddy and language engineer, here to guide you through our word building workshop. Picture this show as a cool garage where we tinker with phrases, bolt on awesome idioms, and rev up your English until you're cruising through conversations like a pro. Whether you're new to English or polishing your skills, you're in the perfect spot. No pressure, just pure fun and good vibes. So, let's kick things off with a big question. What do you do when you're free? You know those moments when you ditch the to-do list and do something that makes your heart sing. Maybe you're strumming a guitar, binge watching a show, or exploring a hiking trail. Today we're diving into hobbies and free time and how to talk about them in English so naturally people will be like, wow, tell me more. It's not just about saying, I like games. It's about painting a picture of what makes your free time epic, using words and idioms that show off your personality. In this episode, we're going to have a total blast. I'll share some stories about my own hobbies to get you inspired, and we'll learn 5 power verbs: play, watch, listen, go, and read to describe what you love doing. We'll also sprinkle in some hobby-related idioms to make your English pop, because that's what Idioms Insight is all about. Plus, I'll invite you to join the fun by sharing your thoughts in the comments and checking out extra resources on our website. If a word slips by, don't sweat it. Just soak up the vibe and listen to how I piece my sentences together. Ready to get those creative gears turning? Let's hit the ground running. All right, let me pull back the curtain and share how I spend my free time. Because a host who only talks about grammar is about as exciting as a rainy day. My hobbies are like a mixed bag of candy. There's something sweet for every mood, and I love mixing it up. First up, I'm a huge fan of playing board games with my family. My younger brother Alex is my main gaming rival, and let me tell you, he's as competitive as a cat chasing a laser pointer. Last weekend, we were deep into a game of Monopoly, and I was this close to owning the board. I had hotels everywhere, feeling like a total boss. But then, bam! Alex pulled the rug out from under me with one sneaky move and stole the victory. I was floored. We laughed so hard my stomach hurt. Playing board games is my way of blowing off steam. It's like debugging a tricky piece of code in our language workshop. You plan, you laugh, and sometimes you just have to tip your hat and plan your comeback. Another big hobby is watching science fiction movies and shows. I'm a complete sucker for anything with spaceships, time travel, or robots. My best friend Mark, you might remember him as the chef with killer recipes, loves joining me for Netflix marathons. Last month, we binged this wild series about a rogue AI taking over a spaceship. We were glued to the screen, and afterward, we argued for hours about whether humans or machines would win in a tech showdown. I'm team human, but Mark's all about the robots. We're thick as thieves, but man, we don't see eye to eye on that one. Watching sci-fi is like fuel for my imagination. It's totally right up my alley. When I need to chill, I listen to music, mostly indie rock or lo-fi beats. I've got this playlist that's like my personal soundtrack for life. Whether I'm sketching ideas for a project, cleaning the house, or just kicking back, music keeps my gears turning. One time I was so lost in my tunes, I didn't notice my cat, Luna, swiping a slice of pizza right off my plate. Talk about a sneaky furball. Listening to music is like hitting the reset button after a long day, and it's a total breath of fresh air. I also love to go hiking when I need to clear my head. There's this trail near my house with a jaw-dropping view at the top. It's like stepping into a postcard. A few weeks ago, I went with my mom, and we spent the whole hike laughing about old family stories, like the time I tried to fix her blender and ended up with a smoothie explosion all over the kitchen. Hiking is my way of killing two birds with one stone. I get exercise and quality time with my favorite people. Plus, it's so refreshing to be out in nature. And here's a big one. I read like there's no tomorrow. Sci-fi novels, tech magazines, even blog posts about cool gadgets. I'm all in. I just finished a book about a time-traveling engineer who builds a machine to save the world. I was so lost in the book, I forgot to eat dinner one night. Oops. Reading is like opening a window to a new universe, and it keeps my brain buzzing with ideas. My mom's gotten into reading too. She's obsessed with murder mysteries. Last week, she called me at 10 p.m. to rant about a plot twist, and her excitement was so contagious, I almost started reading mysteries myself. And one more quick story. My dad recently picked up watching old detective shows, and he's hooked. He'll stay up past midnight, totally in his element, trying to guess the bad guy before the big reveal. Last week, he called me to break down every clue, and I swear he sounded like a kid who just found a new favorite toy. Hobbies are like little sparks that light up our lives, whether it's playing, watching, listening, going, or reading. They show the world who we are, and I'd love to hear about yours in the comments. Okay, my Idioms Insight crew, let's get you ready to talk about your hobbies and free time so you can share your passions with the world. We're building this like engineers in our workshop, using the right tools to make your English shine. First up, let's master the 5 power verbs that are the backbone of talking about hobbies. Play for games, sports, or instruments. Like, I play soccer with my friends, or I play the guitar. Watch. For movies, TV, or sports. Like, I watch action movies, or I watch soccer games. Listen. For music, podcasts, or audiobooks. Like, I listen to pop music, or I listen to podcasts like Idioms Insight. You know you do. Go. For activities where you move or travel. Like, I go dancing or I go camping. Read. For books, magazines, or online stuff. Like, I read fantasy novels, or I read tech blogs. These verbs are like the screws and bolts of your sentences. Super simple, but crazy strong. Try them out. I play video games, watch comedies, and go running. Easy peasy, right? Now let's add some sparkle with adjectives and idioms, because at Idioms Insight, we're all about making your English sound alive and kicking. Here are some adjectives to describe your hobbies. Fun. Playing basketball is so fun. Relaxing. Listening to music is super relaxing. Exciting. Going surfing is totally exciting. Creative. Reading poetry is really creative. Challenging. Playing chess is pretty challenging. And since this is Idioms Insight, let's load up on some hobby-related idioms to make your descriptions pop. Lost in something. When you're so into your hobby, time just disappears. Like, I get lost in a good book. Blow off steam, doing something to let go of stress. Like, I go jogging to blow off steam. Right up my alley. Perfect for you. Like watching sci-fi is right up my alley. A breath of fresh air. Something refreshing and energizing. Like, Going hiking is a breath of fresh air. Have a blast. Having tons of fun, like, I have a blast playing board games. In my element, feeling totally comfortable and happy, like, I'm in my element when I read novels. Recharge my batteries. Doing something to boost your energy, like, listening to music recharges my batteries. Get a kick out of enjoying something a lot, like, I get a kick out of watching comedies. So instead of just saying, I like music, try this. I listen to jazz to recharge my batteries. It's so relaxing and totally right up my alley. That's the idiom's insight magic. Your words go from flat to fabulous. Let's put it all together with some sentence structures to make your descriptions flow like a perfectly coded app. Use the present simple tense to talk about your hobbies. I play volleyball every weekend. I watch cooking shows with my sister. I listen to podcasts on my morning commute. I go biking in the park. I read mystery novels at night. Add details with words that show when or with whom you do your hobbies. When. I watch movies in the evening, or I go swimming on Saturdays. With whom. I play soccer with my cousins, or I read comics with my best friend. Here are some natural phrases to make your English sound like a pro. I'm really into, I'm really into playing guitar. Nothing beats, nothing beats watching sunsets while hiking. I love to listen to hip hop with my brother. It's so adjective to, it's so exciting to go rock climbing. I spend a lot of time, I spend a lot of time reading tech blogs. It's my way of, reading is my way of getting lost in another world. Here's a full example to get you inspired. I'm really into going cycling. It's such a breath of fresh air. I usually go with my best friend on Sundays and we have a blast racing through the park. I also listen to upbeat music while cycling. It's so fun and keeps me in my element. That's like a mini story that makes your hobby come alive. I'd love to hear about your hobbies in the comments below. Okay, my awesome Idioms Insight crew, let's keep the fun going. I'm dying to hear about your hobbies, so head to the comments section below this episode on your podcast platform and share a quick description of your favorite hobby. Tell me, what do you do? Is it fun, relaxing, or exciting? Do you do it alone or with someone? For example, I love to play soccer with my friends on weekends. It's super exciting and a great way to blow off steam. You can even mention a hobby you've always wanted to try. Maybe it's painting, yoga, or even coding. Drop it in the comments and let's get the conversation going. Let's do a quick practice together to get you warmed up. Picture your favorite hobby. What's one thing that makes it special? Try this sentence. I verb nor hobby, and it's adjective because reason. For example, I listen to music, and it's relaxing because it helps me recharge my batteries. Pause the podcast for a sec, say it out loud, and feel how awesome it sounds. All right, unpause. How'd it feel? You're already rocking it. Try adding an idiom like, I read novels and it's so creative because I get lost in a good book. Share that sentence in the comments below, and I'll be cheering you on. Before we wrap up, let me share a couple more stories to keep you pumped. A while back, I decided to try a new hobby, playing the ukulele. I thought, it's small, it's cute. How hard can it be? Oh man, was I wrong. My first try sounded like my cat, Luna, was having a full-on wrestling match with the strings. Total chaos. But I watched some YouTube tutorials, practiced a bit every day, and now I can play a few songs. It's not perfect, but it's such a blast. Trying something new was like stepping out of my comfort zone and building a new circuit in my brain. It showed me that hobbies are all about having fun, messing up, and laughing along the way. What's a new hobby you've tried or want to try? Let me know in the comments. And here's a fun one about my dad. He recently got into watching old detective shows, and he's hooked. He'll stay up past midnight, totally in his element, trying to guess the bad guy before the big reveal. Last week, he called me to break down every clue, and his excitement was so contagious, I almost started watching them too. Hobbies are like little sparks that light up our lives, whether it's playing, watching, listening, going, or reading. They show the world who we are, and I can't wait to read about yours in the comments. That's it for today's Idioms Insight. I had so much fun hanging out with you, and I hope you're fired up to talk about your hobbies and free time in English. Keep practicing those power verbs: play, watch, listen, go, read, and sprinkle in idioms like blow off steam, right up my alley, or lost in a book to make your English shine. You're not just learning a language, you're building a toolkit for real life. Don't forget to drop your hobby description, the comments below this episode. Tell me what you love doing and why it's awesome. Head to idiomsinsight.com for that free worksheet to make your descriptions pop, and check out more resources to keep your English growing. If you're loving this workshop, hit subscribe on your podcast app so you don't miss a single episode. This is our workshop, and I'm here to make it epic for you. Thanks for being the coolest English learning crew out there. Keep tinkering, keep talking, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Stay awesome and have a blast with your hobbies.